All right. Welcome to Zack Attack Reviews. Thank you for joining me as me and Imran Plus talk about the Oscar 2023 nominations. I'm really excited to have him on. He's one of my favorite guys on YouTube right now. Everybody give a warm welcome to Imran once you get in. And if you're watching this after the stream, you go into the link in the bio and sub to his channel. So Imran, tell the people who are going to be watching this live and afterwards what you do on your channel.
All right, hey everybody, glad to be here. I also, like Zach, do videos and coverage about movies, TV shows, trailers, all that kind of stuff. I love talking about movies, so I do a lot of reaction videos because I love trailers and I like talking about like things in the moment. But I also try to make some reviews here and there, and then sometimes I make videos just about what's going on. So recently, today I made a video about the DC announcement from James Gunn. Like I've also made like a video about the Oscar nomination, so things like that. I just like talking about movies, movie business, all of that stuff. So yeah, glad to be here. Zach's awesome, and excited to talk about the nominations.
Yeah, man. His videos where he talks about his reviews and reactions are great because he gives like a sincere reaction. I really like get some insight, some things that I didn't feel. So even though we do similar things, we have similar tastes, we do similar things, but he has a different perspective on how he attaches stuff. And he has like sometimes he reacts to some international stuff that I never heard of. So he'll put you onto that as well. So definitely check out Imran's channel. He's really great. He's one of those guys that if I didn't find him through like YouTube networking, I still would have subscribed to his channel. So you should too.
That's so nice to
Hey,
say.
Triggered. Thank you for joining. Hey man, appreciate it. It's one of my friends. Yeah, like I said, look, I put the link to your channel in the description below. So sub to Imran. He's great. So the first thing I gotta say, Imran, what does awards in general, not just the Oscars, what does the awards mean to you and why do you think it's important?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I think it's also pretty subjective, I would say, too, like depending on the type of person, what your relationship is to like movies, too. Like, I think a lot of people now, like, streaming has changed a lot. And I think streaming also has changed like how we look at the awards in
Mm-hmm.
award season, too, because in the past, like at least in my experience, like the award season was we're celebrating movies that a lot of people had heard about, and it was also kind of celebrating Hollywood.
Yeah.
But now I feel like we're in a place where a lot of people feel disconnected with that,
Mm,
and for a variety of reasons, and also feel more connected with like what they can watch in their living room through streaming. And so
mm,
what awards are now being like recognized are not necessarily ones that people are watching. So there's like that disconnect. To me, the award season is like an opportunity to recognize talent, because I know like that awards are not always like based on the actual like movie. It's kind of also like what like the campaign and the story around that
mm-hmm.
particular movie or director or actor and like their career. And so there is like that part of it too. But at the end of the day, I think it's like a really good opportunity to recognize like really talented people, highlight specific things. And I think they're just fun. I think it's just fun to like, it's kind of like a mini like competition. And who doesn't love that, you know?
Yeah, and it's also we're highlighting movies that people like us who are into film that casual viewers may not see. So there's a lot of
Exactly.
people who discovered Everything Everywhere All at Once because it got a Best Picture nom, all the nominations that it got,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is the great thing because a lot of people wouldn't check that movie out before, and you would think how big it was for us
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
everyone watched it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't. So now it's getting that recognition. Things like The Fablemans, things like
Mhm.
Tar, things like
Yeah.
um To Leslie.
Yeah. Yeah.
um things that got snubbed that people are talking about, like The Woman King and Till, that
Yes.
people
Mhm.
are talking about now because people are like, oh my God, I didn't get nominated. People are gonna like, oh, what's the big deal? Let me see what this performance was about. And when
Mhm.
you look
Mhm.
at like the top 10 iTunes charts, all those films are now filling up the top 10 charts because people are
That
buying them
yeah.
to
Yeah.
check them out before I think that it happens in March.
Yeah,
Is
yeah, sometime in March.
sometimes in March. So I think it's important not only to recognize films that people might not go see, like The Whale. Like people are not going to just go see that
Right.
based on the trailer, but now you're
Yeah.
like, oh, Brendan Fraser got nominated. It must be really good then.
Yeah, totally.
And also just like my favorite actors and stuff like that. When you get nominations, you usually get more work, and I want to see you continue. You know,
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
like those directors, those writers,
Yeah.
those actors getting those
Mhm,
nominations, even if your movie doesn't make a lot of money, they were like, okay, you're nominated or you're Oscar winning actor, winning actor. We'll
mhm.
put you in this movie, even if it's in a supporting role, because it brings a pedigree to it.
Yeah, yeah. No, you definitely feel like a win even with a nomination. You're
Yeah,
like,
because
"That's huge, like, this is a
I
career
feel like I
boost."
see more Oscar nominated on movies than I see Oscar winning.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure.
And also it encapsulates the year usually,
Yeah,
the nominees and the winners, and you can kind of tell like what kind of what the culture was going through based on what the movies that people were
yeah,
highlighting.
yeah, that's a good
Like I
point too.
feel like 2022 was about generational trauma. If you look at all the movies that are highlighted, Everything
Yeah,
Everywhere All at Once, The Whale,
yeah,
Babylon, even though that didn't get as much nominations as it wanted, even Banshees Inisherin
yeah,
is
yeah,
something that is talking about the things in Ireland and how it's passing down and metaphors and
right.
all that. So I think
Yeah, that's
that's
a
an
great
important.
point. It does
Yeah.
give insight into, like, yeah, what was going on at the time, and that's, like, kinda like when you look back at, like, previous years, like, who won the Oscar in, like, 2000 something or 1990 something, you get a sense of, like, what people were watching, what was popular at the time. So,
Mhm.
yeah, that's a big part of it too. It's like it is
And
part
what
of
was
pop culture.
accepted too, because you go back and look at
Yeah,
certain movies, you're like, "Whoa,
and,
that's
like,
a
who
little
won
racist."
over others. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because sometimes I'm like you hear about certain movies so much, and then you go back to the year that it's in, and you realize, "Wait, this wasn't nominated or this lost?"
Yeah, yeah. You there's a
Okay.
lot of surprises.
Hey, Through the Lens, I appreciate you joining the live. Appreciate that. We're just starting our discussion about why Oscars and other award shows are important and to the culture of film, especially if you love film. Yeah. So we talked about how it's important. We got the 2023, 2022 Oscar nominations, and this one was filled with a lot of drama and
Yes.
surprises. And
Yep.
I have the list of the nominations, and we're gonna go over the ones that we know because we don't obviously I don't have time to watch every single type of movie. And I know you don't either. I
Mhm.
have work,
Mhm.
you have school,
Mhm.
we have family and
And
lives.
and, like, that's saying something because you've definitely seen more of the movies than I have, so
Yeah, I try, and and as there's other people who even see more than me. Like I saw 80 movies in 2022,
yeah, that's crazy.
and Reviews
That's
at Ryan,
amazing.
the guy I was on last week that you were on the stream,
Yeah.
he saw like 170, and I was
Wow.
and he works.
Wow.
It's not like he's doing it full time. I'm like, how do you do that? It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
another level.
Through the Lens says, "Why wasn't Aftersun nominated for screenplay?" Oh, that is an interesting question. Imran, I don't know if you got to see Aftersun yet.
I have
You have
not,
not.
but I have added it to my list based on what everybody's been saying. And I've seen
Yes, it's
some, like,
definitely,
clips and, like, stills, and it looks, like it looks compelling.
yeah. Through Lens, are you saying that it should be original screenplay, right? Because it wasn't adapted from anything. I think it was an original story. And when I look at I have the nominations here. I'm looking for screenplay, writing, original screenplay. What movie would you take out Through the Lens? Is Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans, Tar, and Triangle of Sadness? Now, what film out of those five would you sub out for Aftersun? Because one of the most powerful things about that film is the screenplay, the way the movie plays
Mm,
out and what it's about. So drop that comment below and we'll talk about it. The Andre Riseborough stuff was nuts. We're gonna get into that very soon. We're about to get into that as well. Imran covered
yeah,
it on his channel a little bit, gave me a little bit more insight to the madness.
crazy, crazy stuff.
Crazy. I saw around
Oh,
150 movies
wow.
in 2022.
That's
Holy crap.
amazing. That
I
is
gotta get
impressive.
on your level.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really impressive.
That's really impressive. And there's people I follow on Letterboxd that see way more than that. And I'm like, how, Sway? How do you have the time?
Letterbox people are just
They're a
that
different
those are
breed.
like film lovers.
Yeah. I love film, but damn. They
Yeah, for real.
and like I'm trying to get out of my box too, because there's certain films like that doesn't look good and I'll avoid it.
Yeah.
But I feel like also the people who are watching my channel are like, I want you to watch this film to see if I should avoid it. And I'm like, okay, I gotta
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
watch stuff too.
You gotta bite the bullet.
Yeah. I did that earlier with that infinity pool. But let me not talk trash about that right now. After Sun resonated with me so much, but I can see others not being able to relate to it as much. Basic Moose, thank you for joining the stream. Let me know why it resonated with you so much. I thought that I don't love it as much as a lot of people did, but I thought it was a really good film and a strong debut by that director and writer. She wrote it and directed it. I think she did a great job of doing both. After Sun is my favorite film ever. Whoa, at this point.
High
I'd
praise.
take out Triangle of Sadness, that screen like, through the lens, that hurts so much. I love Triangle Sadness. Oh man. That's interesting
That's
though. Film is very subjective. So I get
that's
that.
high praise though for After Sun.
Yes, favorite
Wow.
film ever. And like the actor, the guy who got nominated for Best Actor, I really, really like him. He's in
Yes,
this
like
show called
Paul
Normal
Mescal.
People.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you get a chance to check that out, Daisy Edgar's also in that,
Mhm.
and she's been on the rise as well. She might be Sue Storm. I think you should check that show out. Just to see how good he is. Agreed. I like the first couple acts of Triangle of Sadness, but it felt like it started to drag towards the end. That is a complaint that many people have. I think I have the opposite problem with that movie, where I think the beginning could have been shortened. But I understand that it does drag on a little bit, but I still think what they
Mhm.
pulled off was really great. Gotta get those to the Kojima levels. Kojima, oh man, let's see him make a movie first and not a video game, and let's see how. Do you play video games, Imran?
Not as much as I would like to.
Do you know
Not
who
really.
Hideo Kojima is?
I do know him. I do know him
Okay,
on Twitter too.
yeah, oh yeah, he loves movies. We talking about
Yeah.
150. He probably watch 1,000 every year.
Yeah, yeah.
Elvis shouldn't have 8 nominations. Cinematography, what a stinker. We're gonna get into that because I have a problem with that movie. It's a bunch of nominations.
Okay, I like Elvis. I like Elvis.
Oh, okay. So
So
here we go. Me and Emma about to disagree. After Sun for me feels relatable. Loss and the ideas of getting hit close to home. Okay, so that's what I hear. A lot of people who have lost someone, who've gone through depression and trying to work through that when having a child. Those are kind of the themes that it touches on in a unique way. So I can see that. I have not seen The Fablemans immediately. I gotta check that out. I haven't seen The Fablemans
who
yet
has
either.
seen The Fablemans? That's that's a better question.
Oh, I'm about to knock over all my pops. That was hilarious. That's true. It did
Like,
flop at the
who
box
has seen
office.
it?
It did flop at the box office. If they nominated Elvis for some other time, they could have nominated the Nor. Oh, please it.
That's yeah,
Oh man, one of. Oh
I
man.
agree.
Let's you know what? Let's start getting through the nominations. Let's talk about um what we like, who the snubs. I have some like list of people who may have been snubbed, and we can talk about our personal ones. Let's start with actor in a leading role. The nominations are Austin Butler for Elvis, which is you like that movie, your favorite movie of the year. No, I'm joking.
Not that much, but it was in the top 10.
Colin Farrell, The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal for After Sun, Bill Nighy for Living. So, Imran, which one of these have you seen so far?
Okay, I have not seen Living,
Okay.
or The Whale, or After Sun.
Okay. So, but you seen Elvis and you got to see Banshees?
Yeah,
Okay. That's the three front runners: Austin, Colin. So you've seen one, and Brendan Fraser.
yeah, yeah.
I've seen
I've
I
seen
saw
clips of The
After
Whale.
Sun. You saw clips of the whale. So I saw After Sun, I saw the whale, and I've seen Banshees, and I've seen parts of Elvis.
Parts.
Yeah, parts. I so I'm gonna tell you why I have an issue with Elvis because how
Uh-huh.
much he stole from black culture and gave no credit, and also the fact that he
That
dated and tried to marry a underage teen. I just feel like it's
that's fair.
weird celebrating him in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
way. But
yeah,
I understand the film is really entertaining. So I've seen parts. I was just like, this is like a music
yeah.
video. I get it. But tell me what you like about Elvis and Austin Butler's performance and why he deserves this nomination.
Yeah, I think part of it is also because I didn't really know the story of Elvis beforehand.
Okay.
So a lot of I was going in completely not like pretty new to it,
Yeah.
like his story and stuff. And so a lot of what was going on was like, oh wow, I didn't know this, I didn't know that. And I think that I liked Austin Butler in the role because I felt like he really just committed to it. And I mean,
Mm.
he still has because he kept the voice,
That is so
uh,
funny.
and refuses to let go of it. But I really, really thought that he like put his all into it, and I like whatever he was doing, like just like captivated me. You know, I couldn't take my eyes off what was happening. A lot was happening, but I was like glued to the screen.
I heard it's like sensory overload for that movie. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
from the little bit I
And
saw, yeah.
so he just kind of like disappears in the role. I can't tell if it's like good or bad because I didn't really know. Like I'm not really familiar with Elvis like that or his music
But
like that.
but just watching it, he just
But
was
to
great as a
me,
character
yeah,
displayed.
yeah, to me, he like really dived headfirst into the role.
Got you. There's a vocal coach that said that his Elvis like accent may never go away
Really?
because he's had to talk in it for so long for that movie. He's just stuck because
How
he
is
said
that
he didn't even know that
possible?
he was doing it.
That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, that's really insane. That's a little bit too much commitment.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine doing that and then not like getting anything. I mean, he won the Golden Globe, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
He
at
got
least he
some he
got a
got some
golden. Yeah,
recognition. He got paid. He's gonna be in
yeah.
Dune Part 2.
Yes, yes. So
So I it's not like a total waste for him. It's not like he did it and then nobody recognized the movie and he's not getting follow-up parts.
exactly, exactly.
But it's still like he's gonna be in Dune talking like Elvis.
I want to see that.
That's gonna be amazing. Florence Pugh is gonna be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah,
So for Colin Farrell, the same reasons that you gave. Oh, you saw Banshees. I think that he lost himself in the character. I barely recognized. Just like I thought he should have been nominated for the Batman for what
yeah.
he did with
Hmm.
Penguin. I thought he was fantastic. I didn't even know that was him unless they told me. Like they didn't
Exactly.
tell
Me
me
too. Yep.
beforehand that it was him.
Agreed. Agreed.
But I feel like he fully felt like that character in the Banshees of Inisherin,
Hmm.
and from that time period. And
Hmm.
he really committed to it, and he really made me feel for his character. This guy that was one or didn't understand why his best friend was not wanting to be his best friend anymore. Like, I think that's
Yeah.
a legit thing that we never get. I was talking to my friend, like, we don't get bromance movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was an extreme one, but it was one. It's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I agree. I agree. I would, and I also think that he's an actor that has demonstrated with a lot of his work that he really is talented
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. And so that was just like this year, that 2022 was his year.
Oh yeah.
And
He had
so
three
he
knockout
definitely
roles.
like, yeah, definitely deserves at least a nomination, if not a win.
Yeah. Now the next person I'm rooting for is Brendan Fraser for The Whale.
Hmm.
Because if you talk about dedication and losing yourself and transforming yourself, like he literally had to do that with that suit and the
Hmm.
character. And I just thought that he was just the central part of that movie. Without him, that movie doesn't work as well. And maybe any
Yeah.
other actor, it might not work as well. Like it was just such a depressing but positive performance at the same time.
Yeah,
and he had to
yeah.
do like a lot of theatrical acting, but also do things that were subtle at the same. Like it's just, I thought that his what he did there was dynamic, and it made me feel the most out of all these actors. I think that
Mhm.
is the biggest thing.
Yeah, generally, I would probably agree with you, yeah.
Yeah,
Even
you
though,
should
like, the
definitely
little
check
I've
it out.
seen of The Whale, I definitely agree there.
Yeah, when it gets to
Here
streaming, definitely check it out.
what are the, like I know a lot of people have a problem with The Whale in terms of it,
Yeah.
do you think that it is problematic at all, or do you think that? Because I remember Darren Aronofsky, the director, was like, we auditioned a lot of people, and Brendan Fraser was just simply the best person in the role who could communicate what I wanted him to. So, what are your thoughts there?
Is it controversy because they didn't hire an actor that was that weight? Is that what people were talking
That's what
about?
some people are saying that, but then also just like the way that the film depicts someone who is like extremely overweight. Like I haven't seen it, so I can't decide, but do you think that
Personally,
it was like respectful?
personally going in, I heard that chatter and I was scared. And then I watched the movie and I don't feel like it was disrespectful.
Okay.
I feel like it was very dynamic in a way of like showing that he just wasn't a lazy piece of crap that is fat and he eats a lot and that's why, and he's no hope or anything like that. It was
Yeah.
more of the trauma that he was dealing with. He was eating himself away.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of "you're fat" going on in it,
Yeah.
but that's stuff that happens in real life.
That's true.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
People who are that weight, we have shows about that,
I was thinking like the TLC shows.
and people make fun of them on social media all the live long day.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm pretty sure family members do it. Like we look, I'm from a Caribbean family, you're from a Pakistani family. There's certain things that are similar there when it comes to weight and our
Yeah.
culture and
Yeah.
how aunties and uncles may say something.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's true, yeah.
like we understand that that's a thing. It's a realistic thing, and we can't be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Insecure. I want to say soft. That's not the right word to say
Right.
about everything. Like everything can't be PC in
Yeah,
the way it's
yeah.
depicted. So I don't think it tried to disrespect people who are overweight. I think it was a story about a man that was depressed trying to connect to his daughter that happened to be overweight.
Okay. See, that's there you go, then that's a great way to put it.
That wasn't the sole focus. Like it's a big part of it, but it's not the sole
Yeah.
focus.
Nice, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Let me get to some of these comments I missed, and then we'll move on to the last two people. I don't want the bullet to win. It's gonna happen, and I will have 20 shots when that happens. Oh, how do you feel about that? As someone that saw Elvis and was excited about it, you liked it. How do you feel about Elvis? I mean, Austin Butler winning.
I don't think he should win. I think the
Okay.
nomination is a win in of itself, because compared to
Yeah.
the lineup of actors here, like, yeah, he deserves to, in my opinion, he deserves to stand with them.
Yeah.
But I mean, Colin Farrell, I would give it to Colin Farrell, but that's me
Yeah.
having not seen The Whale. But
Yeah.
really, it's The Whale. I mean, it's Colin or Brendan. Like
That's what
that's
I feel
really who
like.
should go
The
to.
only way Austin wins is if they tie with Colin and Brendan, and they just like, let's give it to Austin because that's happened before.
Yeah,
Where like
yeah,
they can't, the two top people. Okay, let's give it to Austin. Enough people like Austin. Let's do that because we can't pick between the two. And I hope that doesn't happen.
yeah, yeah. That's possible.
The one person that saw the Fablemans. Thank you for letting
Welcome.
me know. It's finally on streaming, so I'm gonna check it out before the Oscars. It's just everything I heard about it, it just made me go, this seems like it's gonna be boring as hell.
It's a chore. It's a chore.
Yeah, I hope it's really interesting. Hey Ariella, I appreciate you coming in. This is one of my coworkers and friends. And she's really great. She goes and watch these weird movies with me sometimes. She actually she took me to see Everything Everywhere All at Once in IMAX. That
Oh
was an amazing
wow, wow.
experience.
I
That movie in
bet that's
IMAX was
awesome.
great because the
Yeah,
ratio changes during the multiverse stuff was insane.
yeah.
I
Dang, that's
have
cool.
It's Good, Doesn't Deserve Best Picture. Ooh, damn. Are
Okay,
you talking about, um, what's the name of this movie we were just talking about?
The
Elvis, or are you talking about
Fableman.
The Fablemans?
I think she's talking about The Fablemans.
Oof. What the F is Living? I'm British and I don't know what that is. Yo, Imran, have you heard about that movie until it got nominated?
Nope, nope.
None of my movie groups, I've never seen anyone even review the movie.
Yeah, me neither. Never heard of the movie, never heard of the actor.
This is like almost to the level of To Leslie, to the point where I'm
I
like, who
Yeah,
the
it is.
hell?
It is.
What is this movie? I've never heard about it.
I always forget that this is even in, like, the conversation.
Yeah. I want to check it out because I heard that was it Bill Nighy who's up for a leading role is really good in it. So Elvis
Yeah,
is a mess. It's a headache. Through the lens, I have
but
a question though.
it's a beautiful mess.
That's a great, and I love beautiful messes. I like people who take swings, even if it's not perfect. I love that you don't give me something mundane. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna definitely check it out on HBO Max. But is it just too much sensory overload for you through the lens? Because everything everywhere at once is a lot. So what makes that? Do you like that movie? And if you do, what's the difference between that and Elvis?
I do, I like both of them. I like
You
both of
like
them,
both of them?
and, um, it's different. I think Elvis is more overload than Everything
Mm,
Everywhere. I think
interesting. Okay.
Everywhere is a Everything Everywhere All at Once is more
Mm,
controlled,
okay.
while Elvis is Baz Luhrmann just going crazy.
Go. Just do whatever he wants. No
Yeah,
producer
but
telling him to
and
stop.
the thing is, I don't mind it because I like what he's doing. Like, I'm curious through the lens. Do you like Baz Luhrmann's The Great Gatsby? Because I like that
Mm,
movie a lot, and so naturally, like I did end up liking Elvis.
yeah,
So
it's
maybe that
funny
might
because I bought that movie and I still have not opened it.
The Great Gatsby.
Yeah, I'd never seen it
Oh
before, and
man,
I heard good things. I probably bought it like 10 years ago.
you got it. Check it out. Check it out.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out Elvis, and I'm gonna go back and watch that and compare.
Yeah, yeah. You'll see. He takes it to another level.
Austin loves back so much he refuses to change his voice.
I
Could you
mean, he
imagine
changed
if he
his career.
wins and he just stops talking like that? Like he's doing it just for the campaign?
That'd be so I Something about this kind of things is just so funny. Like, I don't know if you remember when, like, Lady Gaga was nominated for Star Is Born, or she was, like, trying to get nominated, and she
Mhm.
kept saying "There could be 100 people in the room, but you only need 1 per" and she just kept
Every
doing it
time you
over.
saw her,
Like, that kinda stuff is just so funny to me. So, personally, I'm having a good time. I hope that he changes his voice after. Like, that would
please
just make
go
the
to a
bit
vocal coach.
even better.
He left a changed man. Yeah. I wasn't a huge fan of the movie, but Butler portrayal definitely carried the movie in my opinion.
I agree. It's really you watch it for
Him.
Austin Butler.
Hey, Spoiler Kings, thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate you guys. I know you guys are working hard and tired as hell because you stream like every day. But look, me, you guys, and Imran should do something together on y'all channel. That would be really fun when we can try to arrange those schedules because I feel like it's gonna be me and Imran versus you guys. And I need somebody to back me up for once.
I'm down, I'm down.
Um Basically we gotta get back to work, but I'll be listening. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good night at work or good day. I don't know what your hours are if you're a different country, basic moose. But I appreciate you checking us out.
Yeah, thanks
Period.
for joining.
Through the lens has some thoughts. Colin's
I
performance
like
was
him.
more subtle. Okay.
I could see that. I could see that.
You think they're going flashy this Oscars? Because that's if that's the case, then it's gonna be easier to pick the winners if they're gonna go flashy and not subtle. I
Let
hope
me
not.
see, like, I have to compare it to, like, last year,
Yeah.
right? What did they do last year?
Through the lens, I'm seeing The Whale Friday. It only just came out here this week. Wow. Through the lens, where are you from that it took that long for A24 to get the movie over there to you? That's interesting. I'm hearing a lot of these A24 and smaller movies, they take like 6 months to a year to get over
Yeah,
overseas. It
that's
sucks. because so many spoilers are online by then. Some people say that it tries to empathize with Sadie Sink in the whole weight thing. Really? I feel like Sadie Sink was very unlikable throughout the movie. Like, Imran, you watch Stranger Things.
I did. Yeah, I do. I love that show.
She basically plays Max, but just not likable.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like think about how like the annoying parts of Max as a kid, like how she
Yeah.
can be kind of angsty and like just mad.
Oh,
Just take away
man.
all the likable, cool things that we like about her. That is the character that
Ah,
she plays in The Whale. But it's purposeful. It's real. It's for a good reason. I don't want to spoil it
yeah.
because I think you're gonna watch it, but
Uh-huh.
it's a good reason. I understood why she was like that.
Right, right. Okay.
The old farts at the Academy love biopics. Well, then they might pick the Fablemans then because that's technically a biopic.
That's
I hope
I expect that rather than Elvis.
I hope not because nobody watched that
I
movie.
don't think Elvis is gonna get much at the Oscars. I think Elvis is like a Golden Globes type of movie.
Yeah, because the star power. They
And
can get
then
Tom
it's at the
Hanks in the building.
Oscars so that they could walk the red carpet, so Elvis or Austin Butler could do his thing.
Yeah.
And that's really
Maybe he
it.
might even dress up as Elvis and do some jigs or something, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh so Butler isn't winning Oscar. Brennan should win it. Okay. That's fair. That's my choice too. Your choice is Colin, right?
For
Imran?
now, for now.
For
Mhm.
now. Yeah. Okay. He's like, I'm gonna watch a couple more and and
I
see who
gotta
I
I
like
gotta
more.
see the whale, and then I'll decide.
Hi, yeah, was talking about the Fablemans. Okay, so she's seen the Fablemans and
Nice.
doesn't think it deserved Best Picture.
Here's the
I'm gonna
thing,
check it out
which I
soon.
was gonna mention later,
Mhm.
is Steven Spielberg deserved it for West Side Story last year.
That's what I heard.
And so I would if this was a West Side Story situation, I'd be rooting for him. But it's I don't think it quite is.
I think they're making up for the fact that they flopped on that choice.
Yeah.
All Quiet on the Western Front. Why so many nods? I predicted winning Best Picture. It would be a dummy choice. I love that movie. Through a Lens. We're starting. We're gonna get the. We're gonna start fighting, man, because you're attacking some of these movies that like. Did you? You didn't get to check out All Quiet on the Western Front, right?
No, no, I haven't seen that.
It's a downer. So if you do get to check it out before you do your Oscar nominations, you get to watch it and stuff like this on Netflix.
Okay.
Just be prepared for it. It's a bit of a downer, but I think it's a great movie.
Okay. Okay.
It's a war film.
It looks a
A
lot it reminds me of 1917. Anything
lot of
like
people
that one?
say that. I love. Do I love? I don't love 1917. I love the idea of it. I like the movie, but I think
Uh-huh.
I like All Quiet more because I was able to attach to the characters more in this movie than that one.
Okay. Because I really loved 1917.
1917. Okay. Also, maybe we disagree more than I thought we did.
Yeah.
Yes, I was talking about the Fablemans, but I don't think the Academy is gonna pick Austin. It's possible,
Yeah, I
but
don't
the
either.
Academy has added a lot of younger people, so they might. Elvis was a lot with very little. Everything everywhere has motive, a drive, and an emotional anchor to support that style. I can see
That's
that.
yeah, yeah. I begrudgingly I agree.
Baz, not my kind of. So I think Baz is just not his style,
That's fair.
which is
That's
fair.
fair.
I haven't seen any of his movies, so I have to watch them to judge and say that it's not my style. I might watch Elvis this weekend and be like, "Holy crap, this was amazing," and
Maybe.
have a different opinion. Totally down for a big collab. Hey, we gonna set this up,
Let's
man.
do
It's gonna be
it.
fun. From the UK. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the UK has been getting stuff late. Did he say Pearl doesn't come out here till March? It can stay away because that was a doozer. Hey, okay. Through the lens, we're really gonna be fighting now. You just don't like the movies I like. We're gonna talk about Pearl too when we get to Best Actress. West Side Story is better than Fablemans. I would be mad if he won. I like All Quiet, but don't want it to win much. There were better films. That's fair. And I'm a very philosophical kind of film dude. I break down everything about a movie. My letterbox make people laugh because of it. That's
Oh,
totally understandable. That's what's great about film because we have so much variety.
yeah.
Sorry, man. Don't be sorry, man. I'm just joking. There's all love here. All opinions
Yeah,
are
yeah.
accepted, even if you're
All
wrong.
opinions are accepted.
Okay, so let's move on. Oh, Paul Mescal was great in After Sun. Like I said, I don't love the movie as much. You should check it out when you get a chance, Imran. Um, Bill Nye and Living. I don't know if I want to even bother.
That's gonna be one movie that I just never see.
I think I'm. He's like never. Now, was there any snubs? I think a snub for best actor is probably Alexander Skarsgård in The Northman.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that.
Let me look at my list real quick of my top movies. Let me see if there's anybody. I think Brad Pitt in Babylon maybe was somebody that I thought that they would nominate. But that movie didn't get a lot of love. I think Robert Pattinson, the Batman, should have got some love too.
Yeah, he was amazing.
Yeah. There's
Batman
a movie
getting
I love
anything
called
is
Cha Cha Real Smooth that got completely snubbed. That I thought
mm,
he should have got
mhm.
a leading role, and maybe somebody from RRR because those performances were really good too.
Yeah.
But that's people were saying Tom Cruise. Mm, I get it.
If he were nominated, I'd welcome it,
Yeah,
but I don't miss him that he's not, if that makes sense.
yeah. If anything, I would take out Bill Nye for Tom
Yeah.
if we're gonna do that. But there's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
other people I would take out first.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So the next one is Best Actor in Supporting Role. Brendan Gleeson for The Banshees in Inisherin, which we both saw. Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway, which I'm really, 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 really excited for because I love him as an actor.
Me too.
Judd Hirsch for The Fablemans, which is a very, very surprising pick because people thought Paul Dano was going to get picked for The Fablemans.
Yeah, that is a snub for him.
Yeah, Barry
He can
Keaton
never
for The
win.
Banshees.
Mhm.
And Ki Hu Kwan. I don't know if I said his name right, but he's the winner. There's like no point
Hands down.
of going through this list.
Yeah, no, that's
there's no point in talking about snubs.
mm-mm.
They're one has if they pick anyone else.
Here's the thing that they could, because remember when we all thought that Chadwick Boseman was going to like had a good chance of winning for best supporting that one year,
Yeah,
and then he didn't.
yeah,
So you
and
can
it was the
never say
wrong pick.
never.
You never say never. Two Leslie's in there.
Yeah,
So like it's possible, but I just can't see him sweeping every single award show. And then the Oscars is like, nah, we're gonna be anti that and just give it to Judd Hirsch.
yeah,
Like,
I agree. I agree. It would just be another nail in the coffin for them.
yeah, I think it'll just be this is the one you could do surprises in every other category. I just think this is
Hmm.
the one they got to nail.
Yeah, yeah.
Actress in the leading role, Kate Blanchett in Tar. This one's controversial. Three of these are controversial for me. Kate
Hmm.
Blanchett in Tar, Anna de Armas in Blonde, Andrea Riseborough in To Leslie, Michelle Williams in The Fablemans, and Michelle Yeoh in Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm gonna let you take it away real quick on that, Imran.
Okay, I first hands down like Michelle Yeoh should 100% deserve this. I think it's gonna go to Kate Blanchett. Um, but here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
The okay, so I don't know if you saw that the Academy like board was supposed to meet today to decide like what to do. They're just investigating. They didn't specifically name anyone. It was
Yeah,
about Andrea Riseborough. Like
of
they
course.
were trying to see if she like broke the rules or anything. And from what I understand of the rules, her campaign did break the rules, from my understanding. But
Oh,
they
really?
found that there wasn't any there wasn't grounds to take away her nomination, but they did
Mhm.
find that some of the campaigning was like a bit sketch, so they're like handling that with the people that were doing it specifically.
Yeah, because one of the people that are nominated for the same category was campaigning for her. I think that is
Yeah,
absolutely unacceptable.
yeah, yeah. The fact that this movie has not gotten anything like any
Anything
other
else.
like it's fine to be like, oh, this underrated like actor or actress is getting recognized, but like she's been in the conversation from the start, or even just here and there. This movie came literally out of nowhere,
Out of
only
nowhere.
because her friends in the industry like pushed it so hard, right?
Yeah.
And some people say like that's just how it is, but that's not how it's like meant to be. Like the academy is political and there is a campaign and all that's like part of it. But the way this happened is outside of even those rules, you know?
Yeah, and I've heard some people say there's, like, some racial tones going on there because the people that were shoo-ins and then they didn't get in,
Yeah.
and there's other stuff that you pointed out in your video when you talked about when you started naming the stubs, how it was, like, all people of color and women, and it was just really weird that
Yeah.
they would do that. Like, I think to avoid this, they need to make every category 10 noms. And people are like, "Oh, it will dilute it." I'm like, "No, because there's more than 10 great movies that come out every year. There's always gonna be people left off this list."
Yeah. Yeah.
Nicole
Yeah.
Kidman from The Northman, Anya Taylor-Joy from The Northman are 2 actresses that did a fantastic job in that movie that
Mhm.
probably wasn't gonna get nominated even if there was 10 positions.
Yeah.
And Leslie, what's her name? Not Leslie. Andrea Riseborough could have got this nomination if it was 10. People were like, "What the hell is this movie?" But it wouldn't have took away from the ones that we thought were gonna get in.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
That's,
just I yeah.
it's just really annoying because, like, the people arguing for this are like, "Oh, like, she is just another contender that, like." It doesn't make sense because she came literally out of nowhere. If
Yeah,
she did
and it
not
felt
come out
like
of
2 weeks
nowhere.
before noms.
Exactly, exactly.
Um, my I've never had a hate campaign for a movie before, but Tar I do. I actively do not like that movie.
Uh,
It's so boring. And what's
really?
funny is that I think Kate Blanchett deserves the Oscar nomination, but I don't want this movie getting recognition because I don't want it to send a message that you can make boring movies like this that I
Yeah.
have to sit through and watch as a reviewer.
Yeah, it's all about the principle.
Yeah, like I said, I think she and also the fact that she did was part of the Andrea Riseborough thing, that made me even more pissed off. Like, I was like, "Okay, dude." But yeah,
Yeah.
try to tr try to watch this movie. I want you to sit through 20 minutes of this movie and get back to me. Message me on Twitter, Instagram, and let me know how you feel because I know you're gonna, like, sit there and you're like, "Oh my god, Zach was right."
Yeah, I've heard the same about this.
And I see people talking about it's a masterpiece and it's like a revolutionary storytelling, and I'm just like, I might just be wrong, but God, I'll die on that hill.
I might join you on that hill after I see it.
Anna de Armas is another controversial pick because a lot of people are divisive on that movie. I know that you don't like it,
Yeah,
but I did for the
yeah,
most part, and I thought that she, if any, I think that the movie deserved noms for her and the cinematography, and
yeah,
probably the score because the cinematography was amazing.
yeah, it was.
But I understand why people are upset with the film at the same time because it doesn't explain to itself that it's not a biopic enough.
Yeah, that's the biggest that's the biggest flaw.
Yeah. But I think that she did a phenomenal job. People that could probably replace her, probably Viola Davis
Yeah,
and Daniel Deadweiler for Till.
yeah,
Those are the 2 ones I hear about all the time about people who could have gotten in over her and Andrea Riseborough, and I think those are really valid, people
yeah.
to choose.
Have you seen The Woman King?
Yes, I saw it the
Okay,
weekend it came out. I love that
yeah.
movie.
I think both her, Viola Davis, and, Lashana Lynch,
Lynch should have got nominated.
like, wow, that's acting. And Lashana Lynch, I think even more than like Viola Davis, this was, but she's always amazing. Lashana Lynch, like this demonstrated the range that she has.
Yeah.
Because in the same year she did this performance and then she also did the Matilda musical, you
Yeah. Oh,
know?
that was last year? I thought that came out this year.
No, oh, maybe it's this year. Maybe it's this year.
I thought it was early
But
January. Maybe.
either way,
Yeah.
2 like completely different movies.
Yeah.
She's good, and yeah, I just feel like there's a lot going on with her performance.
And I think that
Like even
might be
more
a little
than Viola
political why
Davis.
that movie didn't get anything at all, not
Yeah, I think
directing,
it.
not acting.
Yeah.
I think it was the fact that people are like, "Oh, it's not accurate," and I'm like, "It's not a biopic." We also celebrated Braveheart and other movies like that where they completely changed just what actually happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Andre Riseborough, we talked about it to nauseum. It's just a weird nomination. Michelle Williams, The Fabelmans. I've heard divisive things about this that she's not a lead actress in that movie. She's a supporting actress.
Uh-huh.
So it's just really weird that she switched it last minute and then got in.
Yeah, see, that's another thing, like, that kinda stuff.
So that's another spot that I felt like these actresses could have got in. My pick for someone that should have got in that was not on the radar at all was Mia Goth for Pearl.
Yeah.
I think
I
that
yeah.
it was phenomenal. Oh, sorry, I don't
She's
wanna cut you off.
no, I just am agreeing with you. She is definitely deserving.
Yeah, and that monologue she had at the end of the movie, that's like Oscar. They eat that stuff up, and I
Yeah.
don't understand why or how. Or I know it's a horror movie, and she talked about how they don't nominate horror movies unless it's like Hereditary, but horror movies helped the box office last year.
They literally saved it.
Other
They
than Top
continue to be the
Gun,
backbone of the theaters.
yeah, like Top Gun wasn't gonna save it by itself. It was other movies in between that were horror movies that
Mhm.
literally saved the theaters, and they need to recognize them because
I
that's the
agree.
stuff people watch.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Best supporting actress, Angela Bassett, Black Panther. She's probably gonna win this one.
I hope so.
Everything is pointing to that.
I which is surprising because I always thought, like, she was not gonna like,
Me
I'm
neither.
very surprised by just how much momentum she has.
Yes, because I heard chatter, but I was like, "There's no way they're gonna cat from Wakanda Forever, a Marvel movie."
Yeah.
Like they don't ever. I know Black Panther got, and I think they maybe what it is because Black Panther got the Best Picture nod. And they're like, okay, let's the Academy already is like, okay, this is the one Marvel thing we'll give. Every time
Yeah,
they do a
yeah.
Black Panther movie, we'll just give it
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
But she is deserving. Her performance in that film is not like, oh, she just got it because of that. She did a phenomenal job in that film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hong Chow from The Whale, very surprising, and I'm very happy that happened. When you
Yeah,
see
me
that
too.
movie, she was really great, and then she's also great in The Menu. I don't know if
Yes,
you get
I
to see that
love
yet.
her in that. I keep forgetting she's not nominated for The Menu because she's so good in The Menu.
She's so good in The Menu. Carrie Condon in Banshees Inisherin, as I was watching that movie, I was like, "She is really good." Like, I kept going, "I really like her."
Yeah, yeah, definitely deserving.
Everything's alright. Jamie Lee Curtis, I get it. But if I was gonna swap anyone out of here for someone else, it would have been her.
Yeah, probably. Me too.
I
I
think
am
that
like
mhm,
I would say like I would have been like I wasn't happy with her nomination only because Stephanie Hsu was not getting nominated. But now
yes.
that they're both in here, like I'm like, why not? Why not Jamie Lee Curtis? Like you probably should have an Oscar by now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. By now, definitely. The only person I could say I could swap out is Dolly DeLon from Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah,
Her turn in that movie, going from a background character to like a villain, is phenomenal. I've never seen nothing
yeah.
like that in a movie before.
She should have been
Um,
in here
she should
100%.
have been here. I would have. If you're gonna nominate everything, it's definitely Stephanie Sue. She was amazing. And while I did like Jamie Lee Curtis, I don't think she was like amazing to the point
Yeah,
that they both needed to get in. And I would have put Dolly DeLon just to give some variety.
yeah, I agree.
You have any like people that you see movies that you've seen recently that didn't even get a sniff at the Oscars?
I'm looking at my list. Let's see.
Yeah, let me go through some of these while you do.
Oh, another horror movie that I think deserves something is I really like Barbarian.
Oh, high five through the camera. Yes.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
yeah, that
I
and
think that
Nope,
should have
I
got
think.
screenplay. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
someone said that in here. Hold on. Cha Cha Real Smooth should have got original screenplay. Yes, 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 yes. I think you would love that movie, Imran. It's on Apple TV Plus, so that's why a lot of people didn't see it, but it's so good.
Okay.
One of the few movies that made me cry. Tom Cruise rules. I get it, Ariella, but there's no way he was gonna get in for Best Actor. Did what he always do, no change of character. Bill Nighy is amazing. Oh, look, someone that's so living.
Well, I'm glad that he is really good at it,
Yeah,
and I'm
think
glad
about
that
James
people.
Dillon. See, it's atrocious.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
Wow, I've had a friend telling me I absolutely have to watch Tar. Honestly, he's the only feedback I've heard. That's good to know. Hey, Basic, go watch my review. I reviewed that movie. I got a lot of hate for that review, but people messaged me and told me I suck. Check it out, but
Wow.
also form your opinion. Watch it. You may love it, but check out my review and see how I feel about it. Ah, see, she agrees. She agrees with you. Matilda with 2022. Lashana Lynch was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a real like snub.
Yeah. Uh, best animated feature film. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Go
Okay,
ahead. You
you
go
got
ahead.
stuff to
You
say.
go.
Go ahead.
My personal favorite is Marcel the Shell. Okay. I
Another
have
high
been.
five to the left.
Yeah. I have been a Marcel the Shell fan since I was in high school when I
Yeah.
first got introduced to him. So the fact that he's even in this conversation is just, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. I'm rooting for. I know he's not gonna win,
He's not,
but I'm rooting for
but
him.
but I am.
This is
Yeah.
another category where it's like it's obvious. It's gonna be Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. We all know this.
Yeah.
It's a great film. I
Yeah.
really liked it. But Marcel,
Yeah.
even Puss in Boots,
Yeah. Now, if
were
they gave
I
it to Puss in Boots, that'd be a real like
whoa.
power to the people type thing, you know? Because
Yeah, because I think out of all these films, that's the people's champ.
yeah,
The Sea Beast, what the
I have
actual hell?
I haven't seen that.
I saw it. I watched it while I was at work because I was bored.
Uh-huh.
And no,
Really?
no. It's a good movie. It's cute. But Oscar? It's not even the best
Interesting.
Netflix animated film.
Oh wow,
They snubbed Intergalactic. I don't know if you ever seen that or heard of it.
I've heard about that on Twitter.
Oh, it's amazing animation, fantastic story. It's like Spider-Verse with a love story.
Yes, I've heard that. Yeah, yeah.
And I can't believe like CBS is great, but it's such a basic animated film.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's the
Writing
one I would have swapped
Intergalactic
out.
down.
Yeah. Put that on your list.
Yep, that has been
It's definitely a
added.
good one, and it's not long, so it's not like you're gonna take up a lot of your time trying to
Oh,
watch it.
perfect, perfect.
Turning Red, that was like my number one movie of the year for like 4 months.
I put off watching it until the end of the year because of everything that I heard, and I watched it and I was like, wow,
Yeah. Like
like
this is so good.
it's so good.
Like if they pulled a one crazy 80 and gave the Turning Red, I would be so happy.
I would be happy too.
That I don't think Disney deserves it though because of what they did with their god awful Pinocchio movie.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
But I love that movie so much. I don't want to punish the creators of that because of Disney.
Yeah, yeah. Turning Red should have gotten more love overall.
Yeah, and hold on. I think I had a list of animated films that I thought should have. Inu O. It's a Japanese animated film that I thought should have got nominated. It's very unique. It's like
Mm,
it's a Studio Ghibli film, and it would have brought some variety to this nomination.
yeah, yeah.
Some people said Beavis and Butthead. No way. No way. I watched that movie. It was like low on my list
Did
of
you
the
put it in
movies
one
I
of your
like.
worst?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I remember
No.
that.
Apollo 10 and a half, A Space Age Childhood. That's another movie that they could have put instead of Sea Beast that
Mm.
is different. It's interesting. It has a revolutionary animation and it's actually
Oh
really
wow,
good. It's because
wow.
it's using real people but just animating over them.
Oh,
So it
wow.
has this weird we feel like where they feel real.
That's very cool. What's it called?
Apollo 10 and a half, A Space Age Childhood. It's a long title, but
Okay.
and then Wendell in the Wild, the Jordan Peele animated flick that was on Netflix,
Yeah. Yeah.
should have been nominated. Those are like things that they could have been nominated over CBs. Let me look at a couple of these before we move on to the next category. Jordan Peele's Nope not getting nominated for best sound is oh my god.
Nope being absent from this whole thing is
Directing, cinematography, supporting
yeah.
actress,
Yeah.
story,
Yep.
VFX.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Just the monster alone.
So cool. So cool.
That is insane.
It's a criminal.
Ariella, don't put me on the spot like that.
Busted.
Oh, I love Inu oh so much. See? Definitely a movie that should have gotten definitely has not
Yeah.
gotten the love it deserves. So many movies that don't get the love it deserves. And animation movies just don't get into
Yeah.
this type of stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Which is
little
unfortunate.
yeah, because they sometimes are the best animated movies, period.
Yeah.
This is one I want to talk to you about. Cinematography.
All right, let's hear it.
All Quiet on the Western Front. I think it deserves it.
Uh-huh.
False Chronicles of Handful. It doesn't have the full title. Just say Bardo. I think that
Uh-huh.
it deserves it. Elvis. Mm. Empire of Light. Anyone in the chat that is watching right now, who has seen that movie?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand. Just put a hand emoji in the chat. And Tar. I don't like that movie, but I think it deserves that.
I have seen like stuff from the movie and it does look like it does deserve it.
But let's talk about a movie that we both love that absolutely deserve to be in this category. Two movies,
Yes.
actually. The Batman.
Yep, 100%.
Talk to him. Talk to him, Imran. Tell him what a bat. Come on.
If you've seen the Batman, you automatically agree with us. I don't
Yeah.
whatever you might feel you don't, but deep down inside you do. I'm telling you, you do. Because that movie, Greg Fraser specifically,
Mhm.
the way he uses the volume in that
Mhm.
movie is just phenomenal. And so
Mhm.
he like that is the sole reason why it should get recognized is because it is seamlessly integrating practical sets with the volume like visual effects to create this beautiful picture on screen. And no one else can do that. That's why this is such a big snub is because other movies have tried to do that. Like Thor, like even Mandalorian is not like it's good, but Batman is like the peak use of that technology. And like it's the way he uses it is art. And so I really feel like that was the best example of best cinematography.
I didn't even know the volume was used in that movie. So thank you for telling me that. That is
Yes,
amazing.
right?
Because you can always tell when it's being used.
You
Once
can
I was told
exactly.
about it, and when I watched The Mandalorian, I'm like, okay, this is volume.
Yes, once I knew, like I could see it. I could see
Yeah,
right through it.
but the Batman, I did not know. Now I want to watch it again and like,
The thing
where did they
is,
use it?
you'll watch it, and you still won't know because
Get
I
it?
did, and I couldn't
That's
tell.
insane. I think I what I don't know. I gotta say, Empire Light. I seen it. I didn't see the full movie, but I seen clips of it just to get a context of it. It does have great cinematography. But the fact that the movie used the volume in combination with practical and the cinematography in the Batman meant stuff. It wasn't
Yeah.
just we're gonna shoot this beautifully. The red was signature of danger, green the go. The yellows was when in a calming, more serene moment. The
Hmm.
flashing lights in the nightclub was just the urgency of the moment. Like this, it was telling parts of the story itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I just think that I get it's a comic book movie and there was a bunch of blockbusters that they had to put, but blockbusters are what keep the movie industry alive.
Then they're no less of a movie or of art, you know.
Yeah,
Just because they
and they
made a
need to
bunch of
be
money and
nominated.
cost a lot of money.
They cost a lot of money, and they put people in the seats so that Empire Light could be made.
Yeah.
So yeah, that and the Northman. I I don't understand.
The Northman should have been here. I would also have put Nope in here.
Oh yeah, that had really great, especially the night scenes. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. It's just the fact that they did first of all, the VFX, the fact that they had that thing in broad daylight and it looked real is
Yeah.
a testament to the VFX and the cinematography.
Yeah. I had heard something about the night scenes in Nope being filmed not at night.
I'm not shocked. A lot of movies that are like that are not actually filmed at night. They change it in post.
And that's amazing because that
That's
wow.
insane. Like, you saw Zack Snyder's Justice League?
I did.
All
Loved
those
it.
night scenes were during the daytime.
Oh, really?
He changed it after. Yep.
Wow.
It's amazing how they do that. I don't know how. I
That's
would
really
love to.
cool.
That's really
See,
cool. But
that's
yeah, I
why
think
things
those
like that should get recognized.
yeah. Even if it's on streaming, just it's a great
Yeah.
movie. A big snub for this is a movie. I don't know if you saw my top 10 list of the year. Was Athena.
I had seen that in your video, yeah.
Acting, cinematography, directing, all snubbed. I know it was just a Netflix film, but
Yeah.
House of the Dragon.
Oh, did
Oh,
they?
I did not
Wow.
know House of the Dragon used the volume. I did not see that at all either. That's amazing. But that's made by the same company.
Makes sense, makes sense.
Yeah, so they know how to make it. Okay, so let's move on because I don't want to keep you on too long. Costume design.
Oh, yeah, you
Babylon,
had thoughts on this.
Black Panther, Elvis, everything all at once, and Miss Harris Goes to Paris. Um, I love Black Panther,
Uh-huh.
but I think there's other things that are more deserving for costume than this. Like All Quiet, the Batman for um Colin Farrell,
Yeah.
and just the clothing, the way the Batman look, Catwoman, the like everything that was done in that.
Mm, mhm, mhm.
Um, I think well, I can't say Avatar because that was all CGI. I think The Northman is another thing that should have gotten this. They really made me
The
believe
Northman,
we
yeah.
were in that time period.
Yeah, Northman costumes were very good. I
Yeah,
agree.
so like, I love Wakanda Forever, but that's not something I thought it should have been nominated for.
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair.
Yeah, Babylon, totally deserving. Elvis, they turned they brought that era to life. I haven't seen a movie, but from the clips I see, it feels like it's from there. So of course,
Yeah, yeah.
Everything Ever All at Once. I love that movie. It's honestly my favorite movie of all time, but I don't think the costumes are the biggest
Is it
part.
nominated for visual effects? Because I feel like that
No,
deserves a visual effect nomination.
which is insane. Four people made that movie,
Yeah,
and they didn't nominate it to the insane VFX that they did. The Rock scene alone.
yeah. Like, you would think that that was a studio-made film.
And a lot of people do think people don't realize it was made on like a 20 million, $25 million budget, which is not
Yeah,
that high, and it made 90, or no, actually I think it made more than that.
yeah.
Yeah, and Miss Harris Go to Paris. That's another movie that slipped into the time period, and the clips I've seen of it, it looks like it's great. Oh,
Mhm.
somebody's disagreeing with me. Ariel said disagree. Black side is flawless.
Yeah, I'm kinda with you. Like, I see what you mean, but I also think Ruth Carter is just a genius with her
Okay,
costume design, so I agree with her, I agree with her.
that's fair. I'm okay with being in the minority. It's fine. It's not a bad pick. I just thought that there was other movies that could have been put over.
Yeah.
Directing. I know you probably have some thoughts about this bad boy. Martin McDonough for the Banshees, the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Spielberg for the Fablemans, Todd Field for Tar, and a surprise pick, Ruben Olston for the Triangle of Sadness. That shit came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
How do you feel about these picks? I think you saw two out of the five, right?
Yeah. I will say that this is where I was gonna say, like, Steven Spielberg, like, I think if this was West Side Story, then 100% I'd be backing him
Yeah,
because I think West Side Story
it's well
was
directed.
phenomenally directed, like,
Mm,
just so good, like, you really could feel his hand on, like, the camera, you know?
yeah,
But I don't know about The Fabelmans.
yeah.
I
From what
also
I've
think
seen, it does seems like a standard job.
I'm surprised that, James Cameron's not in here for Avatar
Yeah.
or Joseph Kosinski for Top Gun. Those
Yep.
are 2 people that I would have nominated.
I'm shocked that Ariella said it. Thank you for telling. Where are all the lady directors?
Yes,
The
yes,
director for
yes.
Till, the director for The Woman King, especially that was really well directed, especially the action sequences.
Yeah,
What's the other woman directed film? I feel
After
like
Sun.
oh yes, that the screenplay, the acting, and the director are the parts that make it work because yeah, like I don't understand how they didn't get that right. Like Tar, the directing is okay. I don't think the directing and the editing are the strongest parts. I think that's part of the reason why that movie for me was so boring because I don't think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shots were super interesting, and I don't think it was edited in a paced in a way that grabbed me.
Mhm, mhm.
But obviously, I'm in the minority because a lot of people love that movie. But just snubbing all the female directors seems silly
Especially when there were so many great, like, female directors this year.
choices. Like the Triangle Sadness is directed really well, especially for what it's doing. It's 3 movies in one. You know what I'm
Mhm,
saying? And it flows from one movie compacts into another into that finale.
mhm.
So I understand that pick, and I like that pick. Like I said, I don't understand Todd Field for Tar or Steven Spielberg for The Fablemans just yet. But
Yeah,
Martin McDonough for the Fable for Banshees, I agree.
yeah.
I think this is the Daniels for this one though.
My worry is that they'll take the directing and then the picture best picture will be open for someone else.
If that is the case, do not give for directing
That's what I'm worried, like, I don't know,
because they like to share the wealth. So if you win a couple here,
Yeah, like, could they win both? Like, I don't know if that is typically what happens because
it makes sense if the best directed movie is the best picture.
because last year, they director and, picture were different.
What? I don't even remember what was last year. What was last
So
year's?
last year, best picture was Coda and best director is
Oh
Power of the
yeah.
Dog.
Oh god. Oh, that's year tar for me. Oof.
I mean,
That's
I
rough.
feel like that film came together at the very end, but it took forever to get there. And I was like, "You know what?
Like,
Like,
damn.
this is like a minute of payoff, but is it really worth the entire movie? I don't know."
I don't know either. Like for a minute of fail, and it has to be like something insane, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
We're gonna skip over documentary because we both talked about it before. That's not our thing. If you guys like documentaries, you still watching, drop your favorite documentary choices in the thing, but yeah, that's not my thing. This is a big one, and I need to talk to you about this because the film that you like a lot is in this. Film editing, Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Tar, and Top Gun.
Okay, this is a tough one. This is actually a tough category.
Mhm.
In defense of Elvis,
I knew you had to.
this is the one category where this movie does deserve to shine, I think, because
Mm.
the like, okay, fine, it's not like maybe you don't wanna give it directing, maybe you don't wanna give it cinematography, maybe you don't wanna give it, like, costume, but film editing, I mean, come on, like, that's Baz Luhrmann, like, at its core, and the
Mm.
reason why, like, I think the movie works the way it is because the way Baz Luhrmann directed it is because of the way it's edited together.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you've seen that clip of where Tom Hanks like they first hear about Elvis, and then that kid's like, he's white, and then Tom Hanks' character is like, he's white. That clip like is a great example of how well the film is edited because
Okay.
there's like a nice build up. You have like different shots. The music is like watch that clip if you haven't already, and you'll understand what I mean.
I'm gonna watch the movie. I definitely wanted to watch the movie, and you'll obviously do another video before the Oscars actually happen. I want to see all the nominees for the categories I
Yeah,
understand. So I'm definitely gonna check it out. My mom wants to watch it, so we're gonna watch it eventually.
nice, nice. Let me know what you think.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
But
I'll
it's
message
either
you
that
soon.
like I feel like that's Elvis deserves it in this category, or I would give it to Top Gun because I think Top Gun deserves a directing nomination. So as consolidation,
Give it the film
maybe
editing.
editing.
Yeah, this one for me would be Everything Everywhere All at Once. I feel like that's so much chaos, and I think the editing is the reason why it works because they paced it so well where it didn't feel stupid. That movie could have easily been stupid if it wasn't handled well.
Yeah, the multiverse stuff is done really, really is executed very well.
And going from different tones, from the serious tone to the funny tone to the action tone, like how they seamlessly go through that. Like one of the best parts is when Evelyn is confronting the daughter in the laundromat, and it's really Jobu Tubaki, and they go from the laundromat into the forest. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah,
And then when they fight, when they're switching from one place to another, and then they switch into the pinatas and then come back,
yeah.
that's editing. Obviously, it's VFX as
That's
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I
They're
agree. I agree.
Yeah, man. So, but look, I gotta watch Elvis. I gotta see what they did to make that work. International feature film, All Quiet, Argentina, 1985, Close, which I didn't see because it didn't really come out wide until this year, which is really weird.
Uh,
EO, which I never heard of until Oscars, and The Quiet Girl, which I've heard about but I haven't gotten to see.
yeah.
I like All Quiet.
Mhm.
I really think India should have picked RRR. I know there's some political things about that why they didn't want to because how they talk about the UK, but it's fact. Like it's not fiction how they depicted the people. It happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have opinions? Did you watch that movie? Did you not like it?
I have not seen it.
Okay, okay, okay.
Um,
Did you hear anything about it in terms of like why you think
I don't know why they didn't pick it. I don't know why they didn't pick it. That seemed very odd to me.
I really
Um,
I found
yeah,
it
that
really
doesn't
odd that that was the
like what
one they
was
didn't pick.
I'm trying to see what their submission was.
It's Argentina 1985.
Like no, like India.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
India's thing is Argentina 1985. They
no,
picked
isn't
that
that
over
Argentina?
RRR. Huh?
That's Argentina's submission.
You sure? I heard that that was the Indian because there's no other. It's not Quiet Girl. It's not EO. It's not Close. Hold on. Let me Google it. Tina 1985. Well, actually, it might be Argentina. You're right.
Cause right? Okay, okay, okay. I think I found it.
What is
They
it?
submitted Pebbles.
Pebbles.
I I've never heard of that.
When I type in Pebbles, it gives me everything else but that movie. Pebbles Bar, Pebbles
Yeah.
Flintstones, Pebbles the singer. So yeah, they made a mistake.
See, I can't even find the actual movie. I don't see it.
And I don't understand how that didn't get another thing that doesn't get nominated are action movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like and that's another bread and butter of the box office. Something that, hey Norin, thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. We're talking about the Oscar noms. We're getting close to the end. I don't want to keep them on too long, but for me, the snub for this is Decision to Leave.
100%, yeah. That's
Decision to Leave and RRR.
which is weird because those were two like Okay, RR makes sense because that's on India. Like that's not on the Academy. But Decision to Leave, like that's been getting recognized elsewhere. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I'm really shocked at Pebbles. Like what? Maybe it's a great movie, but the fact that I can't
Maybe
find it
tells you
says
all you
something.
need to know.
Makeup and hairstyling. I think this one is pretty good. All Quiet on the Western Front, The Batman,
Yeah,
Black Panther, Elvis the Whale. I
yeah,
there's other movies that are good, but I can't. I don't know what I wouldn't know what to swap out.
yeah. Me neither. I really liked it. And maybe I would give Oh no, this is not the same. Like I think I would have maybe thrown in Glass Onion into costume because I really
Yeah,
liked the styling that they did in that
yes.
movie.
That's another movie
And
that I think that was snubbed. I really love that movie a lot.
yeah, because they really brought the characters to life with the costumes.
Yeah.
So
Cinematography of that film, the directing, the writing, I'm really shocked
yeah,
that it didn't get more recognition. But yeah, I could see that. It definitely should have got costume. Everybody's costume really brought the like you automatically knew
yeah,
this is the type of person this person is based on what they were
exactly,
in it.
exactly. Glass Onion also I think should have gotten score, but
Mhm.
that's just me.
Yeah, no,
I
I
have a lot
agree.
of
I
thoughts on
agree.
the score.
Here it is. Music, original score. All Quiet in the Western Front, Babylon, Banshees, Everything, and The Fablemans.
Where's the Batman?
Oh, thank you for saying that. That
Where
movie
is the
had the
Batman?
best score of all the movies this year.
The best score of the year, in my
Easily,
opinion.
easily. If you don't want to give it any acting or directing noms, all the technical stuff it should have got, except maybe
It
VFX.
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
I don't understand how The Fablemans, which has the most subtle score, got in here. The
I don't
score was
know.
like a part of the character, just like the cinematography.
Yeah, yeah. Those are the two
Babylon, I
things
heard was
that
good.
I've heard
But
of the Babylon
with the
score,
score,
and so I think I would give it to Babylon because the score is good.
if Batman was in there, would you give it to Babylon?
No,
He's like, hell
the
no.
Batman should have won original score.
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's a real shame.
Yeah. Music, I don't really have an opinion on the original song. Do you?
Not really. Oh, I wish that they had put in that song from Wakanda Forever.
They do. Lift
Uh,
me up.
no, no, not Rihanna's song,
Oh.
but I think that is like part of the score. There's like when they're in underwater and Namor is showing Shuri around. It's like
Oh.
I think
Okay.
it's like Con La Brisa.
Yeah.
That's a really good song that I
Got you.
think should have like a lot of my friends who were like who like are casual moviegoers would bring up that song from the movie.
Mm,
They're like, "Oh, that song is really good." So I think that
they should
but
have
of course
recognized that
Rihanna. I mean, come on, they're gonna submit that.
because it's John freaking Williams. Yeah. John Williams is gonna, he's one of the greatest of all time. Snub, good afternoon from Spirited. From Spirit. Oh, the Ryan Reynolds, Willem Dafoe Christmas movie. I
Oh,
didn't get to see that, but I heard the music was actually pretty good in it.
yeah, yeah, that would
It's
have
a
been nice.
comedy. Comedy is another genre that gets snubbed at the Oscars every year, like a pure comedy. Like it
Hmm.
has to be mixed with something else for it to get nominated.
Yeah, yeah.
Production design. I agree with all these. It's All Quiet, Avatar, Babylon, Elvis, and The Fablemans. The Fablemans, come on, guys. I get it, but just come on. How does The Northman, The Batman, uh, I can't even. What else? I don't even. I don't know. I don't think The Fablemans should have
Yeah,
gotten any
those.
production design. I know I haven't fully seen the movie, so I shouldn't judge it too much. But I think there's other
Yeah,
bigger movies that use their
like the
set.
Woman King here.
Yes, The Woman King could have got something here. Yeah.
And Avatar, really, I keep forgetting that that's even part of this conversation because it's barely gone anything.
Yeah,
And
we
I loved
barely said it.
Avatar.
Me too. I really, really like that movie a lot. I know a lot of people are hating on it, but
Oh, wait, I would have put, in original song, I would have put the song that Zoe Saldana's character sings for best original song.
oh, for Avatar: Way to Water,
Yeah,
yeah,
I would have
that
put
was
that in
really
there
good.
too.
Yeah, that was actually really good.
That's
There's
actually a
probably a
good
lot of good
score.
musics that yeah, that's part of the greatness of that. All the technical stuff is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do short films, so if you like short
Mm.
films, let us know which one's the best ones. Now, sound. All Quiet, Avatar, Batman, Elvis, and Top Gun. To me, in my humble opinion, it's down between Batman and Top Gun.
Me too, me too, me too.
High
I
five.
was yeah, that's high five. Agreed, agreed 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. I can see them. All Quiet sound was amazing. The tank scene in that movie was one of the
Mm,
scariest things I've ever seen.
really?
The sounds of the tank coming was like,
Wow.
holy crap, what's about to happen? It was like a horror movie.
Oh, wow.
But the Batmobile,
I was about to say, was it as good as the Batmobile sound though?
no, because I was expecting the tanks. I was not expecting the Batmobile
Mm-mm.
for it to sound like that.
So,
That was amazing.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, the Batman deserves sound easy. Yeah, I feel like his
I
only
hope it
competition
wins.
should be Top Gun.
Yeah.
The Fablemans did a good job of making you feel like it was the '60s for production design. Okay, that's
I
fair.
think generally they like period pieces because it like takes you into the era. So I
Yeah.
can see like why they would be happy with that.
Okay. Visual effects. I think this one. Do you feel like maybe Marcel should have got a? Because I know it's considered an animated movie, but there's a lot of real people in that movie.
They're surprisingly, yeah.
Yeah. And it's done seamlessly. Like I never was a point where I was thinking like, oh, that person's not in the room with the shell. He's like,
I
yeah.
oh no,
Okay, we're back.
you cut off. Okay, okay, there you go.
Okay, we're good.
Uh,
So
you know,
yeah,
I can I agree. Yeah, I did think
yeah.
the same things.
I was just like, how did they do this?
Yeah,
But yeah, I think
but
that
I
all
would
these nominees are good. Who you think should win in this category?
of these they're all deserving. So I would be happy with any. But I think I would give this to Avatar because I don't know if it's gonna get anything else.
Yeah, and honestly, it's all visual effects. Like
Yeah,
that
I
in
was
IMAX 3D was crazy.
I finally got it. Like I think I either missed the hype of the first Avatar or I
Mhm.
just didn't like watch it like in theaters or something. But like
Yeah,
now I got it.
you
I
get it.
understood. Like I'm like yeah,
It's like a
Avatar.
roller
Like
coaster in the theater.
yeah, and the water, the way they did it, like they
Feels
waited
like it's
10 years for a
asked you.
reason. And
I missed the first Avatar in the theater as well. I never watched it, and then I heard how crap it was. It's Fern Gully with blue people, Pocahontas with blue people, and blah blah
mhm,
blah blah
mhm.
blah. So then when this one was coming out, I'm like, I do a review channel. I have to review Avatar's Way of Water. So let me watch the first one. And I was like, I like this movie a lot.
Mm, mhm.
Yes, it is a similar story. It's a white savior movie, but there's tons of white savior movies.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not going to stop making them,
That's true. That's true.
and this is a great one.
There you go.
um, so we're down to the last three categories: writing, adapted screenplay, All Quiet, Glass Onion. Okay, it got something. Living, Top Gun, and Women Talking. Who do you think should win out of the ones that?
Women talking. Oh, women talking. Women talking. Okay.
Yeah,
Of these, adapted screenplay. That's actually interesting.
yeah,
I guess. Oh, the other
it's
ones are
based on
probably
something.
original.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I was gonna see where's Banshees. Okay, adapted. Hey, a guy can dream, right? So I'm rooting for Glass Onion.
Another high five to the camera. Yes, please. I love All Quiet, and I'm glad it got all this recognition. But Glass Onion took me for a ride, and I didn't get it until the end.
No one I've talked to ever guessed it.
And I watch so many movies that I'm like, oh, I know where this is going, but I'm just watching it for the execution. But I was watching it for like, oh no, I don't know what's going on, and I want to see the execution.
Yeah, yeah, all the way until the very end.
Yes. I saw some people like, oh, I knew it was him from the beginning. I'm like, no, you didn't, you damn liar. You're just trying to seem
There's no
smarter
way
than everyone.
there's no way anyone knew that true plot twist
Yeah.
that comes to that movie. No way.
No. The Janelle Monáe one?
Yeah.
No. And she should
And
have
the
got
thing is,
a best supporting actress for that.
I agree, I agree. The reason why I think it should win is because it's such a trope, but it doesn't ever feel like it's intentionally using a trope of the genre, but it works so well that you're
Yes.
never like, "Oh, this." You're like, "I believe it." And I don't know why I'm believing it, but I believe it.
I think it's just because everyone committed to their performances, and it was just so much going on that you had to
Mhm.
like, okay, this person has a reason to do it. This person has a reason to do it, and it's like everyone had a believable reason.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
So,
I thought that I agree with Glass Onion. If Glass Onion doesn't win, I'll give it A Woman Talking, even though I haven't seen it, just because it hasn't been nominated for anything else. And I heard it
mhm.
was a great movie,
I heard the same.
which blows my mind that this thing is in Best Picture and it only got nominated for one other category.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
It's super crazy. Original screenplay. I think Banshees, Everything, Fablemans, Tar, and Triangle of Sadness. I think this this should be a lock for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, I don't know though. I think Banshees.
You think Banshees is gonna get this one
Yeah,
because they might get directing and Best Picture?
maybe. Because I feel like, yeah, I think it's between Banshees or Everything Everywhere.
Do you think that Banshee has a better screenplay than Everything Everything All at Once?
I don't know.
Is it a better written movie?
I don't know. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is just better in general overall. S So, I don't know. But
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't deserve not to win.
Yeah, I can see that. If it won, I wouldn't be mad unless Everything Every All at Once loses other stuff.
Yeah.
Like if Michelle loses to Kate and somehow Key Kwan loses, Imma lose my mind.
Yeah, yeah,
Imma fly over to the Oscars and we're gonna fight.
yeah. Now the real winner of this category is obviously Tar.
Don't you dare. Why would you play with my emotions like that? No. That screenplay was, oh my god, no. And the big one, the biggest one, Best Picture, 10 nominees. All Quiet, Avatar, Banshees, Elvis, Everything, The Fablemans, Tar, Top Gun, Triangle of Sadness, and Woman Talking.
Overall,
Mhm.
pretty good nominees.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
some
sad The
people
Whale didn't
there's
get in.
yeah, there's some, like, there's some that you're happy about, some that you're not happy about.
Mhm,
So this is just a good mixed bag.
mhm.
And honestly, I don't know. I don't know who could take this.
I know who,
Obviously, I'm
obviously,
rooting for
for
Everything
Everything.
Everywhere All at Once,
Yeah,
but I
but
don't know if it's gonna. I really don't.
'cause I'm scared The Fablemans is gonna take it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
it's such an ode to, like, Hollywood and filmmaking
and
and
it's like
all those
Steven Spielberg's.
inspiring filmmakers.
Mhm, mhm. I don't know.
Banshees is a
Yeah, another good option
I just
that
think
could.
that Triangle of Sadness and Women Talking have no chance.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And maybe All Quiet. I don't think All Quiet has a chance.
All Quiet would have to have been, like, Parasite level for it to win here.
Mm, I don't think it's that good, but it's almost.
Okay, okay.
Because Parasite is so original.
Yeah,
I don't think All Quiet's that original. It's just really good. It's like really great, but it's a story that
yeah,
we've. It's a third version of this movie. So like
yeah,
we've
yeah.
seen it before. So yeah, I don't think it's
Mm,
gonna get it because
yeah, that
there's
makes
so
sense.
many war movies. There's no like other movies like Parasite.
Yeah,
So we can knock that off the list. No All Quiet, no Triangle, no probably no Woman Talking. It only got nominated in one other
yeah,
category. Um, I really don't see Top Gun or Avatar put in there. I think they got in
no,
because of the box office.
yeah,
So I can see Banshees. I don't think Elvis either.
no, no way.
I think because people, what's Tom Hanks's performance and how people hate it so much.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't think he has a chance. So I think it's down between Everything, Banshees, Fablemans, and unfortunately Tar.
yeah, I agree.
So who do you think? Who do you want to win, and who do you think is going to?
I
That's
want
the
Everything
question.
Everywhere All at Once to win.
Yeah.
Who do I think will win?
Yes. Take
I
a
have no
stand.
idea.
Take a
I have no
stand
idea.
now.
Who will win? I don't know. I don't know. It's actually like this one's tough. Um,
Is there enough young people in the academy for this movie to win Best Picture?
I feel like it might be Fablemans.
You think it might be the Fablemans? Okay.
Yeah, I think it might
I
be.
I want Everything Everywhere All at Once to win everything. It's nominated for. Maybe
Yes.
not costume design. Like okay, like I don't think it deserves that one, but everything else, yeah.
Yeah.
If it does not win, the only other thing I could see is the Banshees
Yeah. Mhm.
because I just feel like the love for Fablemans has kind of dropped off as the other award shows have been coming in. Like he wasn't nominated really at the BAFTAs.
Right, right.
He he got a Golden Globe, but I don't think he was really getting anything for SAGs.
Yeah.
And some of the other stuff, I think that overall,
Hmm.
I don't think it's getting enough love from other way people who make up the academy that it's gonna get that best picture nod.
I can see that. I'm trying to picture like who do I see up on the stage?
Mm,
I could see the Banshees of Inisherin cast going up there. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah, and it's a bunch of it's two big veterans, a new young guy, and Barry Keoghan. I forgot how to say his name.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, that guy from Eternals, and he's gonna play Joker.
Yeah,
Him and Carrie Condon, like those, they all seem like cool people, and I wouldn't mind them getting awarded.
yeah, yeah,
But I really want everything all at once.
yeah. In an ideal world.
Yeah, but my snubs for this category is Decision to Leave, RRR, The Batman. Definitely, that was one of the
Mm,
best films of the year. The
I
Woman
agree.
King,
The Woman
uh,
King should be in here.
Barbarian,
Yeah,
not Smile. I like Smile a lot. I can't see it being in here, but Barbarian and The Whale,
mm.
Glass
I would put
Onion.
Nope. I'd put Nope in
Nope.
here too.
They have no
Yeah.
sci-fi movies in here except I like Everything Everyone Wants is one, but it's not. I wouldn't
It's
count it
like
as a
the
sci-fi
Academy
movie.
Award version of sci-fi.
Yeah. Like a sci-fi person's not gonna be like, this is sci-fi. No.
Yeah.
I guess Avatar technically is a sci-fi film.
That's oh yeah, true, true, true. It is.
Um, Dragon Ball Superhero. No, I'm joking. That's my personal favorite movie. I love that was my number 8. I know that has no way of
Oh man.
sniffing it. That should have been in best animated. Honestly, that movie
Yeah,
animation is amazing, and just because it's not deep doesn't mean it doesn't deserve. Fun movies deserve to get recognized.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, so I think that's the only like Oscar kind of movies. Oh, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. That's another one that got snubbed for best animated. If anyone who saw that movie, it was so good and had no reason to be that good.
Really? I haven't seen it.
Put it on your list just for your enjoyment because you like animated stuff.
I do, I do. Yes.
It's a celebration, not of just Chippendales, but, like, they have, South Park in there, Batman's in it, like, so many different animation styles and things are in it, and, like,
Oh,
what they do
wow.
with Sonic, you remember how Sonic used to look before people complained?
Yes.
He's, like, in that movie as, like, a broke actor, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, wow, that's clever.
He said, "After they fired me for the Sonic movie, I just kinda had to go to conventions." The sh It's so funny.
Okay. I'll
It's
definitely check it out.
it's really, really good. Yeah, but other than that, I think that this list is pretty good. I think overall, it's not terrible. I just think the snubs is glaring because of the lack of women and the people of color that got knocked out.
Yeah, especially because they were getting so much everywhere else.
Yes.
Here's a question. Do
Mhm.
you feel more satisfied with nominees this year than last year?
It's a tricky question because I started my YouTube channel 2 years ago. I think it's gonna start be 2 years in March.
Oh, nice.
And I always watched movies, but I only watched, like, superhero movies, and then maybe I might watch, like, a Oscar bait movie here and there, maybe 2 of them a year. So this was
Yeah.
the first real year that I was in tune to what, like, movie
Okay.
people like. So when I
Yeah.
saw, like, Coda, I was like, "What the hell is Coda?"
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
watched it, and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, yeah.
And there's, like, a couple other movies, like, I kept hearing about West Side Story, I was like, "Okay, I get that." But there was, like, movies in there that I just never heard of.
Mhm, mhm.
So I
Okay,
think that's
okay.
hard for me. But I just saw less people complaining about last year than this year.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna say. I think last year, maybe we didn't have, like, as many exciting movies released, but
Mhm.
I think the nominees and the wins were overall more, were more satisfying.
Yeah.
This year, I feel like we had a lot of really excellent. I mean, last year was an excellent year of movies, like, as in 2021, but
Mhm.
2022 had great movies and great movies that should have been recognized that weren't, and I think that's where the issue came.
And a variety as well.
A really good variety.
Yeah, of
I
all
really feel like
categories.
they could have had such a diverse group of nominees this year, and, like, they gave us, like, bits and crumbs, but yeah.
On based on that, do you think that the Academy should either increase every nomination spot to 10 or include a best horror, a best action, best comedy?
Ah, that's hard, that's hard. I don't know because then it'll be like the Golden Globes, and with the
Mm,
Golden Globes, like, the Best Picture winners, it's not don't get as much buzz as the acting ones, and
okay.
the way I interpret it. So,
Yeah.
like, the best drama or best comedy, like, it just doesn't have the same, like, effect
Umph.
as Best Picture.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
get
why,
you.
like, with Golden Globes, like, it's never really, at least the way I interpret it, it's not really about the picture, it's, like, the actors that win. Because then
That
you
win.
have,
Okay.
yeah, but those are also split too, because you have Best Actor in a Drama, Best Actor in a Comedy, so that's,
It's more
you
recognition.
know, yeah. I don't know. I feel like probably better more categories would be, like, better, because then you can't, like, you're competing with the same type of movie, but then there might not be enough movies for each category.
I feel like
So
maybe
then you might,
certain years there might not be, yeah.
yeah, you might have to nominate movies that don't necessarily fit that category or deserve to be nominated, but then just have to fill the category.
Okay. So do you feel like maybe just extending, maybe not even to 10, maybe 7 or 8,
Maybe,
just give a
but
few
I
more
don't know if
people a
people would
spot?
even watch that, right? Because so many people don't vote. Like, they don't watch all the nominees and vote. So
Mm,
if you increase the number of nominees, will that change anything?
that's true. They might just not watch
Yeah,
might not watch it. You're right. Basic said, "I can't help but feel like there's an advantage to releasing closer to award season as opposed to the end of the year, which is why I have doubts about everything everywhere." That is a lot of people are surprised that because that released really early in the year, and people were surprised it got so many knobs. Because usually when you release earlier in the year, you get forgotten about.
that is that's true. But I think that it has had a really good momentum and it's kept its like bargaining power, I guess. Like, It's
Yeah.
never faltered. Like it's only stayed the same or continue to increase
And the
over the
chatter
years.
it's just kept
Yeah,
coming through the whole year. I think the advantage of not making it go to streaming till, like, the end of the year was good too,
that was good. That was
because
smart.
people were like, "Oh, we gotta go to the theater to see this because it's not going to
Yeah,
streaming, everyone is talking about it, and it's not coming to streaming anytime soon."
yeah,
So it felt like a film you had to see in theaters.
yeah.
Yeah, I understood what you made, Basic Moose, and thank you for still tuning in. I hope your day at work is going well. How dare you, Triggered?
Uh-oh.
He did that because I put it over Pinocchio in my top 25 list.
uh, okay, Pinocchio is a great movie, very well
Mhm,
made,
mhm.
but I will say I was on my phone for parts of it. Like, I had to, like, tell myself, like, "Come on, like, don't like, get focus on the movie."
Yeah, same thing. I had to rewind a couple times because when the exciting part happened, I was like, "Wait, how did we get here?" Rewind.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
happened to me.
it is a masterpiece in terms of, like, filmmaking.
Yes. Oh my god. Everything like when you compare Pinocchio to Chippendale, like obviously Pinocchio is like more highbrow and Chippendale is more fun and casual. So
Mhm,
like it's very different things. It's not something. It's not. They're not even battling in the same weight class,
mhm, yeah,
but they still all should be celebrated. You know.
mhm.
Okay, so I think this is gonna be the last one because I know you gotta go. It's a little over the time you wanted to be here, but Parasite was sad and
Okay, it's been fun.
horrifying. Yeah, Pan's Labyrinth was hard. I don't know if the specific genre should enhance or increase the pool's films eligible. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
hard
those
thing.
are my thoughts too because yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let Imran go to bed. I know he has stuff to do. Just Imran, just shoot your channel again before you head out, and his link is in the description of this video.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this was super fun. Thanks for having me. I really
Of course.
enjoyed talking about, Oscars award season. Lots of like I guess now we have to wait and see till March.
Yeah.
Just crazy. But yeah, thanks for having me. You can check out my channel. It's Imran Plus. I do like trailer reactions, movie reviews, sometimes like commentary on what's going on in the business. So yeah, check my videos out. Check out Zach's videos. He's almost
Thank you.
at 400 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe.
And I'm gonna do an Ask Me Anything stream. So let's get up there.
Yes, yes. But yeah, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, definitely sub to his channel. He is fantastic. One of my favorite YouTubers right now. He needs to get to 1,000 sub ASAP. So hit that link in the
Thanks.
bio. And everyone, you can go to sleep, have fun at school. And I'll talk to you later, man. After you watch all
Thank
those
you.
movies,
Thank
let
you.
me know how you feel.
Yes, we shall reconvene.
Yes. Peace out, man. Do I need to remove you or you got it?
I'm trying to figure out how to. Oh, there I see. Okay, okay, okay. I see. All
Okay.
right. Bye.
Later, man. All right. Thank you, Basic Moves. That was really great. Movie Ninja, no, I just got here. Look, I'm still on. I don't gotta go to sleep right away. So we can still talk about Oscar stuff. If you have some opinions and things like that, you can talk about these nominations. Let me know. Um, snubs, movies that weren't considered snubs, but that should have got in, and the categories and stuff. I wonder if I can pull up the categories so you guys can see it. Hold on. Oscar 23 nominations. Okay, so I can. So you can go through it, talk about it real quick. I want you to get your 2 cents in, Movie Ninja. All right, so yeah, um, this is the Oscar page. These are the nominees. Obviously, yeah. You can take my information. Actor in the leading role: Austin Butler, Colin Farrell, Brendan Fraser, Paul Mescal, Bill Nighy. I think all solid picks. I talked about I don't know really who what I would take out of this. Maybe Paul Nye for some other people earlier. Sorry, yeah. Random question. Did you see Michelle Yeoh's success speech at the Golden Globes? Yes. When she threatened to beat up somebody because they were playing the music and trying to get off the stage. Yeah, it was a really great speech. And that part was really funny. Let's see. Actors in a supporting role. Brendan Gleeson, Brian Tyree Henry. Has anyone seen Causeway? I haven't gotten to watch yet, but I'm really happy that Brian Tyree Henry got nominated. I think he's a great actor and a great future. So I think that's really exciting nomination. And I need to watch that movie. And I'm surprised that Jennifer Lawrence didn't get nominated. Only him. And which one of these movies that you guys that are in these nominations that you have not seen or you have seen and you think is not good? Like me, like for example, I just don't think Tar is a good movie. Like I think it's just really boring to watch. It's not really entertaining for the like. It doesn't have to be fast paced. It doesn't have to be a bunch of jokes. But I just thought that it was nothing fulfilling for me there. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. We said Nope should have gotten cinematography, VFX, most importantly, maybe a supporting actress nom. I don't know where she would have fit in there because it was a tough category, and definitely directing. Um, yeah, and score and sound. That movie's sound was amazing, so it definitely got a huge snuff. The Menu, I do think Ray Fiennes may have should have gotten something. Hong Chow, she was better in The Whale, so I can see why they kept her for The Whale instead of The Menu, but she was great in that as well. Anya Taylor Joy, I thought was like this wasn't like an amazing performance by her. I think she was like more amazing in The Northman, but everything else, Kiki should have had made a supporting nom. Let's see. So who is in the supporting for women? Actor in supporting role, actress in supporting role. So this is actress in a supporting role. Out of these people here, would you who would you take out for Kiki? I would take out Jamie Lee Curtis to be honest with you. I liked her really a lot in there, but I think that Stephanie Sue was the superior character and I don't want to say superior actor, but I think she was superior in that film. And I would take Jamie Lee Curtis out. Jamie already has her flowers. Yeah, she without an Oscar nomination, people are going to forever remember Jamie Lee Curtis as one of the all-time best, especially because of Halloween. Yeah, so best feature film, like I said before, I think a lot of these picks are really good, but I would have swapped out CBs for Intergalactic or Wendell, the Jordan Peele produced animated movie. I think those movies were more interesting, more creative, and especially Intergalactic, I thought was a superior film. Cinematography, just the biggest one here is the Batman not getting in. I still am confuzzled how the Batman did not get a nomination. Like we talked about it with Imran, how amazing it looked and how the cinematography actually meant something for the film. It wasn't just pretty. Also, the band we didn't talk about this, but the Banshees of Inisherin should have gotten a cinematography nomination as well. I thought that movie was absolutely gorgeous, and it really highlighted the beauty of Ireland Islands. Let's see, cinematography, costume design. Like I said, the only thing I would probably take out is Wakanda Forever, but like Ariel said, it was really great. Ruth Carter is a fantastic costume designer, so I'm fine with her being in there. Elvis, you know, did the time period. Miss Harris Go to Paris did the time period. Babylon was same thing. Time. A lot of these are time period pieces. The only one is like I love this movie, but I don't think everything everywhere all at once deserved costume design. I swapped Marcel with Chippendale. I know you've mentioned this, just my 2 cents. Ooh, interesting. I love Marcel. That was one of my favorite films of the year. So I don't necessarily agree with that opinion, but hey, if you're gonna put Chippendale in, I'm fine. I love that. I love that movie. It was so fun. But yeah, I wouldn't swap out Marcel. I think Sea Beast is the one to go for me. Best directing, Banshees and Sharing was really well directed. Everything, Everyone, All at Once was fantastic directed. I haven't seen The Fablemans. I think out of all these films, the only one I haven't seen is The Fablemans. Tar I saw, didn't think the directing there was fantastic. It might have been an editing issue and not the directing, but I don't think it was something that should have been, Triangle of Sadness. I thought it was well directed as well, even though it was a little lengthy. Anything that you guys think should have got in instead of the films that got best directing that you would have swapped out? Something like The Northman was really well directed, or even like the female films that were left out, like Women Talking, Till, The Woman King, Jordan Peele for Nope, Decision to Leave. Oh man, that was so well directed. I'm shocked that he didn't get into that film. I think it's Bond. What's the director? Park Chan Wook. Phenomenal, phenomenal film. Hey, whoever joins the stream, let me know about how you feel about the Oscar snubs. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes for people who join late. Just go through the nominations again. Up, Clay. Nope. Yeah. Nope was a movie. I think me and you saw that together. Yeah. We saw that together. It was such a fun experience, and we were scared to look up afterwards. The Fablemans was pretty much a biopic for Steven. Matt Reeves did an excellent job giving us a Batman that looks into the flaws of society. I definitely agree. I would give Matt Reeves a best directing nomination. I think he did a fantastic job directing that film, and bringing that crime noir feel, but making it updated and directing his actors as well. Fact. It was a fact. We were like, oh, let's not look at the sky right now. We don't know what's about to happen. Nope. Nope was a really good sci-fi horror film. It's not perfect, but it was so great. The next category is documentary. I'm not a documentary guy, so I'm gonna have to skip over that. Film editing. My issue with this was Elvis, but Imran said that the editing was really well. From what I hear, it's edited like a music video, but I have to check it out to really give it an opinion. But Tar, I saw Banshees, I saw everything, I saw Tar, and I saw Takan. I didn't think the editing for Tar was anything to call home about. Anybody seen Tar? Anybody saw Tar and feel the same way, or you skipped it? Can I zoom in a bit so you guys can see better? Does that look? Looks a little better. Everything Everywhere All at Once should get it. Yeah. The editing for that film is key. Like without good editing, that movie would have been a mess. Thanks for sticking around, but don't lose sleep because I'm late. No worry, movie. I actually have to film some reviews after this, so I'm not going to bed anytime soon. I Funny story, I'm going to put on the stream. I filmed my Last of Us episode 3 review, and then I was going to edit it after this, and my phone was like, "Oh, you're losing space," and I didn't want to mess it up, so I went in there, deleted some videos, and I deleted my review. So now I have to re-record it over. Technical issues for a YouTuber. Jeez. I didn't see the others, but I stand by what I said. Yeah, look, once you see that movie, you understand like how amazing the editing in that film is. So you stand on that hill and don't you're not gonna die on that. It's hard for somebody to say some of these other movies, maybe Top Gun, because the editing was really great in that. Banshees I thought was good, but you know the only other thing think that could get into there is maybe Elvis and Top Gun. International feature film. Ah man, All Quiet on the Western Front definitely deserves it. Argentina 1985 was a good film. Close, not really available, so I didn't get to see it. EO, never even heard about it. Never seen the trailer, never seen anybody talk about it. And The Quiet Girl I've heard about, just didn't get to check it out. Is there any international films that you guys seen on this list, or that you saw thought that should have got a nomination? For me, I thought RRR should have been the nomination for India. They picked something called Pebble, a movie that we couldn't even find on Google. And that was a huge mistake because that movie is fantastic. You should check it out. It's on Netflix. And Decision to Leave, one of the best films of the year, definitely should have got a best international feature thing. Let me check my top 10 list. Do I have any other films that are international? Athena, which is my number 3 best favorite film of the year, should have been in this too. I haven't seen any of them. You should check out Decision to Leave. And you should check out RRR. Definitely check out RRR. You'll have a lot of fun with that. It's insane. It's one of the coolest action movies I've seen in a long, long time. Some musicals, action is one of the greatest bromances you've ever seen on film. It has love story and it's like directed. The action is directed like an anime, especially that open sequence. Makeup and hairstyling. I don't have too much opinion on this. Whale, Elvis, Black Panther, Batman, All Quiet, all makes sense. Anything else that I could have swapped out, it's not like greater than any of these movies. So I think these are fine picks for makeup and hairstyling. I doubt you guys have any strong feelings about that. R should have been nominated just for Desi Nachos. Yeah, definitely. What a great film. Black Panther should get that. Yeah, I could see that. Um, I just think what they did with Brendan Fraser in The Whale and what they did with Colin Farrell in The Batman was probably more impressive than what they did with Black Panther, in my personal opinion. Music original score. Don't really have an opinion on this because I don't think any of these songs really stood out for me. Except the song looks. Actually, oh no, this is not original song. This is score. Never mind. Sorry. Everything All at Once score. I'm glad it got nominated. I didn't think it was gonna get recognized. So good. I don't remember Banshee's score. All Quiet was pretty good. Babylon is probably gonna win. This is one category is gonna win. I think the Batman should have been in the place of the Fablemans because that's the best score of the year. The Batman, fantastic score. Do you guys have any opinions on the score? And for original song, I'm rooting for either Not To from RRR or This Is a Life from Everything Everywhere All at Once. Lift Me Up, I didn't really remember. Hold My Hand was nice from Top Gun. Um, I never even heard of the movie Tell It Like a Woman, so I didn't hear this song. And I think this is the last. Oh no! Wow, best pictures before production. Oh, they put all the technical stuff. That's weird. I thought they would leave best picture for last. Okay, this is the big one. Best picture. 10 nominees. I think Everything Everywhere All at Once should win. But I can see either the Fablemans or Banshees taking it away from them, which would be a poor decision, but it's definitely possible. I think the Batman, I think RRR, I think the Decision to Leave, I think the Northman, um, what other movies that I think Cha Cha Real Smooth, which is a movie I really love. Athena are things that are Oscar like movies that were snubbed in this category, and a bunch of other categories. And then moving on, Best Picture, man, that's the big one. Surprise Woman Talking got in since it only got one nomination, but I guess it got the nomination it needed to get in. Production design, like Ariella said, she said the Fableman's production design was really great to really capture the 60s. So once I see that movie, I can see like if that's legit. Elvis, that's another movie I need to see. Babylon's production design was amazing. Avatar was really, really amazing. And All Quiet was also fantastic as well. So this is a hard category. What why is wait why is Way of the wait what why is on the roster? Sure, it made money, but just here for CGI visuals. Oh, Way of the Water. Why is Way of the Water in is it production design or are you talking about best picture? Well, it got nominated in in major categories, and yeah, it's mostly because of the the box office. Top Gun and Way of the Water is in there because they ruled the box office and saved cinema for 2022. Without those, it would have been really bad. A lot of cinemas probably would have closed, especially Top Gun is more deserving. Way of the Water came toward the end, but those two movies really helped cinema. It should be celebrated on a technical level and just like Where the Water is a movie that you should see in cinema. Like, it's not a movie you watch on streaming. It's not a movie you should see in IMAX 3D and enjoy the ride. See, like you thought it was boring, but I think that you watched it the wrong way. You watched it regular. You gotta watch it IMAX 3D. You can't watch regular schmegular Avatar. True $2 billion club. Yeah, James Cameron, you never bet against him. True $2 million in three of his films. Insane. Insane. The way how fast it got there. Insane. Short film and short film live action. I've never seen. I don't watch short films like that. Sound. I'm glad the Batman's in there. It should win. I think the Batman should win. Anything. The only competition I feel like it really has is All Quiet and Top Gun, which both had really spectacular sound. But other than that, I think it should be the Batman, just based off the Batmobile scene alone. Is there any movies that I think got snubbed in that category? A movie like Men, which I thought was divisive, but I thought was really great in terms of that, in terms of the sound, which was really memorable. I think the music, the use of sound in that film was really great. Being um Nope, happening in that movie. Like that sound was amazing as well. Nothing happened in the middle of that movie. That's not true. The middle of the movie was them learning the way of the water, building a relationship with the water people so they could trust them, and the son connecting with that whale, which is all central points of the film. The reasons why they hide them because they build that relationship. The reasons why the son gets in trouble and how they find everybody is because he goes offbeat and connects with the whale. I think those were important parts of the movie and part of the thrill ride experience of the film. Visual effects, this is not a competition. It's Avatar. This is the one category that Avatar has. Like, this is one of those no-brainers. Nothing should really have a chance to beat it because it's all visual effects and it looks realistic. The water, the mountains, the people, just amazing all around. But if you think something else should win, let me know. Adapted screenplay. Like we said before, I'm rooting for Glass Onion because it was so good. That's another movie you should check out, Clay. I don't know if you saw Knives Out, but you don't need to see the first one to see that. Avatar should win effects. Yep, definitely should win all the effects awards. It's nothing tops it. You know. Um, but yeah, Glass Onion, something that I want you to check out, Clay, and let me know what you think. I feel like you're gonna have some funny opinions about that movie, but definitely check it out when you get a chance. But I think Quiet and Across the Front has some. I had some, even though I think that movie is great and I like it a lot. I think it has some writing issues. Living, I haven't gotten to see. I want to watch it eventually. Top Gun, I think it was just a simple storyline. I don't think anything about it was like phenomenal in the writing. I'm glad it got the nomination because it deserves something. But Woman Talking, haven't seen, so I can't talk about it. I got to see the new Knives Out. I saw the first one. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think it's better than the first one, and I really like the first one a lot. So you should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix now, so you don't even have to go to the theater. It's easy watch. But I think Glass Onion should win the writing award. He wrote the crap out of that movie. Original screenplay. I think it's Everything Everywhere All at Once, man. It's either that or Banshees. I think they might give it to Banshees because Everything Everywhere All at Once might win like the acting categories. It might win Best Director and it might win Best Picture. It might lose Best Director to Banshees, and they might give this these two for Banshees. But I want Everything Everywhere All at Once to win everything, every goddamn thing. Things could have been Tar could have been replaced. I think that Barbarian should have been something that was in this place. Whale. I think that Whale is adapted. So I think Whale should have made adapted. Yeah, Nope. Decision to Leave. There's so many films that I feel like could go over Tar. Or maybe even Triangle of Sadness too. I haven't seen The Fablemans, so I can't talk. But yeah. Oh, that's the end of the nominees. So do you guys have any last thoughts? I'm gonna hop off. I've been on for 2 hours, and I really appreciate everybody that came out, listened to it while they were at work, stayed up to check it out. I always appreciate you guys coming on the stream. We should win for Evelyn. Yes. Wait, hold on. Did I go by best actress? I don't even remember talking about that. Best actor. Oh yeah, I didn't realize. I think I went over that. Yeah, Michelle Yeoh should win. She needs to win in her dimension. That is a fact. She was phenomenal. Honestly, the only other person I could see beating her is Kate Blanchett. But can you imagine if Andrea Riseborough won? Oh my god. The insanity that would ensue on Twitter would be phenomenal. I don't want her to win, but if she did, the chaos would be fun. But it's between Michelle Yeoh and Kate Blanchett. There's no one else has a chance. And if they do, it's insane. And best supporting actor, I think I talked about this, and it's Angela Bassett is the one that's going to win this, and well deserving. Same thing with like the actor leader role. I think it's a 3-way between Fraser, Farrell, and Butler. I think Fraser should win. but I can see Farrell winning. He's deserving of it if he does. And then supporting, I'm going with Ki Ha Kwan. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, but I feel like this is another slam dunk. I don't really see anybody beating him. And I think this is the one thing that they just make sure they get right. It might shadow the multiverse. It will shadow the multiverse, Movie Ninja. It will. Absolutely. But guys, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys always jumping on my streams. I really love the support. Um, I'm going to be having a stream next Tuesday where I have the Spoiler Kings who were on the stream earlier, and we're going to be talking about the movies that made us, which is something I'm hopefully can do like as a series. And they're going to talk about the movies that influence us, our taste in film, specifically them. I'm going to be more focusing on them and them talking about their stories. They're a really cool YouTube channel who in the same space as me. So definitely look out for that. I have reviews for movies coming up. I have my Throwback Thursday coming up and Knock at the Cabins coming this Friday. So look out for all those reviews, reactions, Super Bowl reactions to Flash and Fast 10 and everything. We really want to, I really want to push to 400 subs, and I'm going to be doing a live Ask Me Anything once I get there. So thank you for all the support. Go to the link in the description and subscribe to Imran. He's awesome. And like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and share this with your friends. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Peace.